Xin chào mọi người đến với cuộc sống Mỹ Hạnh Hòn. Thì hôm nay mình cũng đang ở nhà, gần 12 giờ khuya rồi mọi người. Mình cũng ráng làm cái video. Tại vì mình ông xã đó có hôm bữa Hạnh với người bạn có đi vô Best Buy ngay Toledo, Ohio. Thì cũng mua mấy lần mà không có mọi người ơi. Cho nên là ông xã Andy của Hạnh chạy đến cái chỗ Holland, Ohio, Best Buy. Thì mua được cái Apple iMac để mình làm những cái upload, những cái phần mềm chỉnh sửa video cho nó hay hơn đó mọi người. Lily nè mọi người. Đó, cho nên bây giờ thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị mình cái khui cái thùng hàng Apple iMac để coi nó làm sao nha mọi người. Nó màu trắng nhưng mà để coi nó đẹp không nha, mình vui lắm mọi người ơi. Cho nên bây giờ để Andy tiếp tục giúp mình nha, mở khui nha.
So that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to do the unboxing of Han's new Apple iMac. So just to give you exactly what the description is, it's a very long one. So it is Apple 21.5-inch iMac with Retina 4K display, latest model, Intel Core i3 3.6 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes memory, 256 gigabyte SSD, silver. And so that's
Here we go.
the long title, right? And so the reason why this is kind of significant for us is because we've always had Windows machines. This will be the first time that we've had an Apple, and well, with the exception of iPhones or an iPad. But as far as an actual computing machine, this is our first Apple, and so this is the Apple iMac, and so that's why we are going to sit here and do the unboxing. I probably shouldn't have gone all the way down like that first. There we go.
Wait, and 1, 2, 3, yeah!
And so you open up your box,
so nice.
And you get another box.
See?
How exciting is that?
Đẹp quá mọi người ơi.
So we're doing a true unboxing where we haven't actually opened it yet, so everything is all new. It does look like they are provide more information on the sticker here. So here's a lot more information for it. So you got the 21.5 inch, 16.9 inch screen, LED backlit, and so this is just all of the information. So FaceTime HD camera. So it does have a SD card slot, Ethernet port, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Apple Magic Keyboard and Magic Mouse, pre-installed Mac operating system, and it meets Energy Star requirements. Now, that's important. So let's go ahead and now that we just unboxed a box, let's start our unboxing again, and let's see if we can actually get in here and get to a machine. So again, we will. So it's always fun, I know, with us. We do a true unboxing. We don't cheat. If you watch the videos that we did before, where we did a DJI Pocket 2 camera, we also did a true unboxing on that, where we did not open it first.
Wow.
So now all of a sudden Lily is very interested in what we're doing. So now we have some styrofoam here. And let's carefully see how we're going to start removing stuff. We stand it up like this. And this, I'm going to assume, is our keyboard. But of course, if you've seen me watch or do the unboxing videos before, sometimes I assume wrong. So let's see if this is actually. It is. We have a keyboard and the mouse right here. So
It looks so nice.
Get these items out. Yeah, again, so for us, this is the first Apple machine that we've had. We haven't had an Apple laptop or a desktop machine, so for those of you Apple purists out there, don't attack us in the comments just because I called it a desktop. I know that's supposed to be apparently they don't call them desktops. They're called iMacs. So this is the first one of these that we've had. So there is our mouse, or they call it a magic mouse. Isn't that what it said on the box? A magic mouse and a magic keyboard. So, and then in here, so we've got some more stuff here. This is a cable. Looks just like something that you would charge your iPhone with. So we'll be able to get to that, find out what that's all about. And here we have some, so this is going to be a cloth, probably for cleaning the screen. And you have your iMac literature here. I'm going to tell you all about it. So once we get to that, we'll be able to identify all of that stuff. Ooh, and the all-important stickers, right? You gotta have your Apple stickers. That gives you just a little bit more computing power right there. You pop that on the back of your screen and you get like a few more gigahertz of speed. So let's continue on. We've got some stuff packed away in the styrofoam here. So I don't know if you can see the back. So clearly we've got the machine here that we're getting to, but it looks like this has got a protective covering over it. And we've got our power cord. And sounds like we've got a baby crying in the background. So I will take the camera and continue on with this. And Han's gonna go check that out. So I will attempt to do this one-handed. And it looks like we've got this top piece of styrofoam off. And here we have our system. So how about that? So this is actually relatively easy to get out. Pop this styrofoam out. There's two more pieces here. And then we'll go ahead and stick this up here like this. And we're gonna just turn it around in this direction so that we can get a good view of everything that came in the box of significance and importance. So again, for us, this is significant in the sense that we've never had an Apple machine before. And so I'm already seeing some differences here. For example, this mouse, it doesn't have buttons. So there doesn't seem to be a right click or a left click on it. But if you push down, it seems like it's a single click. So you just push down on the whole thing and it clicks. So that's, I'm wondering, there's two sides to it. And so I'm wondering if these click simultaneously or if they're separately. So it might be you're just clicking on one side or the other. Or if you click in the middle, you'll click on both. That'll be interesting for us to figure out. I know that those of you out there watching right now that already have one of these or are familiar with these machines, you're probably laughing at me right now because I'm just like a noob, an amateur, figuring all this stuff out for the first time. And that's fine because everybody gets there at some point, right? And that's why we do this video, because we are just average folks, just like most of you out there watching. And sometimes that's what it takes, is for average folks to share their experiences with others so you can experience what we experience. And sometimes if you watch us fumble around with stuff, it'll help better prepare you for when you get your own. So, and of course now I'm fumbling around with one hand because Han's not here to hold the camera. But I can see that this comes There we go. That comes out there. This protective covering. And now we can pull the whole thing off. There we go. And so here's the back of it. This is the back of the machine. So there's where it's going to plug in. Here's your connections that are on the back. Okay, so you've got your headphones and your SD card and several USB ports. You got your FireWire ports, Ethernet, and then of course, you know, where you plug it in. Power button all the way over here on this side. And I can see going around that there's the protective film. So as I flip this around, we still have a protective film that's on the screen. It's making me look all distorted, which is fine. So very simple. There is nothing else in the box. That's all there was to it. We are going to go ahead and obviously save the box because it's got some useful information on there. And with all the styrofoam and stuff too, I think it would be helpful for transporting in case we ever move to a computer to a different location. It's a good thing to put it in. I got my camera person back. So here we go. Hand the phone back to camera. There I am. So that was pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to unboxing the Apple iMac system. It's very, very simple. As far as hard items are concerned, there were 4 between the unit itself, the keyboard, the mouse, and the power cord. And that was pretty much it. Of course, there is, like I said, this very little bit of literature over here. And then your little towel for cleaning off the screen, the important little stickers. This really just looks like it's an identifier. And it just says right on here to press the power button to start up the iMac, and setup assist helps get you up and running. So that's what we're going to look forward to, is going on there and getting it fired up and then letting it walk us through how to get it functional. So like I said, this is a first for us as far as an Apple machine. We've always had Windows machines. And so appreciate you sticking around with us as we took it out of the box. And we will do another follow-up video on this one at a later time to let you know exactly how the process was going through getting it started. When we purchased the machine from Best Buy, we purchased the machine and we did go ahead and get a Microsoft 360 subscription for Han to go along with it. I have a Microsoft subscription for a Windows laptop that we use, and it's transferable to other machines, but it's also, you have to pay an annual fee on that every year, which is kind of a bummer. One thing about this that was kind of interesting, and it was brought to my attention by the sales associate at Best Buy, is that with this machine, and because Apples are so reliable and they last for such a long time, that it's actually beneficial to purchase the Microsoft 360, even though it's good for just one computer and it's not transferable. It was a one-time payment, and you don't have an annual fee to have to pay for that anymore. So that was helpful, and I was glad that he brought that to my attention, because that would have been something that you wouldn't necessarily get by making the purchase online, which is what we had originally intended to do. But I ran into a few snags, a few hiccups when we were trying to do the purchase online, and so that's why we decided to just go ahead and go in store and do it. It said that they had some available at the Holland store. Excuse me. So we just went in the store to do it. So we're going to go ahead and take this protective covering off of the screen, and then let you have a good look at it before we go ahead and close out this video while we get prepared to get this new machine started. And like I said, we'll do another video. So I like the way the screen swivels. So it kind of swivels up and down, gives you some flexibility there. And then just like you would normally see on like what looks like an iPad or an iPhone, just a little camera right there and a photo sensor. And I mean, it's very how do I say, product familiar, in the sense that if you've used an iPad or an iPhone, it's very familiar like that. So the only thing that we'll have to get used to is, like I said, the mouse seems to be the first thing that jumps out at me because there's no buttons on it. It just seems that the whole mouse clicks by itself. I don't know if it's sort of a left-right click like a Windows machine. We'll find that out soon. But we are going to follow the instructions that say to plug it in, turn it on, and we'll go through the startup process, and we'll let you guys know how that is. So I'll go ahead and take the camera back, let Han close out this video. We thank you very much for joining us, and I hope that you subscribe to Han's channel because she makes some very interesting content on a wide variety of topics. Don't you?
Hi, thì chào lại mọi người. Thì cuối cùng mình cũng mua được cái máy và Andy cũng giúp mình ráp được. Thank you Andy. So thì bây giờ cũng tối rồi, cho nên chúc mọi người một buổi tối vui vẻ và ngủ ngon nha mọi người. Bye.